It's rather peculiar, I must confess, how things seem to follow a man in so odd a recurrence. A man, a child, a particular soul. Well, honestly, despite the unavoidable antinomic nature of what a particular being is of itself, nevertheless, the circumstances surrounding such are themselves mockingly clothed in robes quite inauspicious to normal conceptual etiological discovery. Need one be so utterly divested of living experience to not raise his glass in agreement to the passing, thus the existence of those peculiar happenings which ring so clearly of a specter in the sprockets, or some wily invisible pensiveness orchestrating the gamut of coincidence and correlation? Why, whither might one flee to not be at some point reintroduced to the creatures of his diary and environs of some day which has long since gone? Do the phantoms of the past match the ghosts of today? In a world where the physical evaporates at the touch of contemplation's hand, where understanding crumbles under logic's own light, and where the gathering of any absolute bearing results in the collection of vapor by the heart's mutilated reticule, how so could it be that I smile at a stranger passing by, whose eyes I have already known, and whose coat I have already seen? How is it that this highway upon which I travel has now become littered with new versions of old cities, where things that up till now never were are things that hauntingly embrace me as they whisper through their novel words of a welcoming back home? The childhood of man, I am impelled to presume, must needs be somewhere aforehand written, and its resonance inexplicably contemporaneous with the manifold manifestations of life's later tremblings and reflected qualia. Thus, the same boy, the same tree, up which he once climbed, and as well the fictions by which his spirit was consumed, well, you see, the full collection of these become, as it were, the hues beneath the shrouds which he has learned to call examples of the present sui generis moment. No doubt, as unfortunate as it might be, the monsters who once made abode but in his closet have evolved just the same, and have themselves formed proclivities of ostensible dissimulation. Thank God, and his so marvelous loving mercy, that angels have been with us also all along, who he hath added to this unfathomable gallimaufry of existence, so to balance this, our walk. Dear Lord, O Sovereign Father, high above, might I just pause in humble gratitude for the subtle voice of such your Holy Spirit, where without of it, my lot would undoubtedly be chaotic fire. No, a man needeth not to understand the substance of thine whisper to enjoy its holy blanket, and the affections in so pure its tender choir.